This week on... Wait a second here. Wrong person.
This week on Slap My Joystick, we all turn into zombies and eat ADHD, Mike.
Oh, snap, son. Welcome to Slap My Joystick. I'm kind of your host today because we're just a switching thing of carousel.
We're switching fools.
We're a carousel of love in here. We just share. We share. We really love sharing.
We love to share.
Sharing is so good.
Yes.
So, yes, I'm your host today.
Approved.
I'll be your host, ADHD Mike, slapping that joystick. With me is G-Wow.
Hey.
Jim Fishing Buddha.
What's up?
Nick Carpenter, Stevie Christ.
I'm dancing like a monkey.
Stevie, you always have classics.
Yes, you're just classic Stevie.
This is episode 7, or 5, I believe.
Yes, 5.
Man, we're 5 weeks into this stuff. We're 4 or 5. How's that work? 4 technically, because the first one would have been on the first week.
Sure.
Somebody use their mathematical skills with me here.
83.
83?
Yeah. Sounds
Steve
good.
is pretty good. That's why.
Sounds good.
This is exactly why I would have Steve help me with the house.
Yes.
I'm just sitting here looking all important with my tablet. But anyway, today's show we're going to talk about zombies.
Ooh.
Because
I'm a zombie.
I feel like a zombie right now,
Nom,
seriously.
nom, nom.
Because
We all do.
technically, zombies are everywhere. Not in real life, but still, zombies are everywhere. So, anyway, before we get all that fun stuff, what have you guys been playing? I'll go into mine first, right? I think I mentioned the same thing. I haven't played nothing. I have Fez, I have Trials sitting there waiting to play. Some other stuff waiting to play, but I've been playing Rocksmith. I've just been going through the songs again because I just love them. Some songs, Breaking the Law, Painkiller, Evanescence. Can't get enough. Love, 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 love. G-Wow.
Honestly, I really haven't been playing that much other than, like, apps. So.
It's okay. But what apps were you playing?
I was playing, well, I mentioned it last time. I was playing a little bit of Ash. I can't talk.
Save.
Save shooter.
Pronunciation is key.
It's going to be so messed up with beeps.
Oh, man, more work, Gwen, thanks.
It's what it's called. It's not my fault. It's the name.
We'll call it Shooter. So you've been enjoying that? Been enjoying some lately?
It's an alright game.
I see you got your pink bow up there ready to go.
Heck yeah.
We also have Effin' Bear taking control of the mixer, and damn seahorse.
Yes, the horse.
Just sitting around, playing, doing his thing, doing her thing. Steve, what have you been playing? I don't know what I'm doing. This is great.
Yeah, I've been playing with my joystick. I went old school and I hooked up the Atari 2600. And I played Combat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, you sent me that picture, man, and what did I tell you? I said, Steve, you just gave me an orgasm in public.
And I said, I know how you like it.
Yeah. Oh, it was a great moment. But what were you playing on it?
Combat.
Oh, Combat. We here at Slap My Joystick love to play old games. We're very retrospective.
Yes, I even do it from before my time.
Yeah. I mean, Combat's a classic. I think Jim can
So I was
relate to this.
disappointed. I want to play Adventure, but I can't seem to find my copy of Adventure.
Is that the one where you had to go around and find keys?
Getting the keys and
Yeah.
getting the castle.
That was like
and
one of
the
the
little square.
That was people still talk about that game just because it was so classic and it was one of the first. I don't know if you consider an RPG, but similar at that time, maybe.
Maybe at that time.
Kind of. It's weird. Jim, you remember Combat? Tanks in the Atari. You have tanks.
Oh, is that what it was called?
You know, you use the ricocheting bullets,
Yeah,
or you do
wasn't there-
invisible tank so you can't see the other person unless they
Right.
shoot.
Wasn't there planes on there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Oh.
I always played by myself because I always won.
Oh yeah, because the other one wouldn't move.
Well, of course you're going to win if you play by yourself.
That's the point.
He's a real sharpshooter.
I'm
there,
a
Steve.
winner.
Oh, and I was playing Warlords also.
Oh yeah, you remember Warlords? Just think of War Kings on
on the Tandy.
on the old Tandy.
Ooh, Tandy.
Cassette tapes. We're going back old school here today. But yeah, I remember you sent me that picture. I literally almost just I couldn't explain the thing. Jim, what have you been playing?
I finally, after waiting, I finally got downloaded the Walking Dead episode 1.
Whoa, man!
1. I know. I've been waiting for it to finally come out that past Friday.
Yeah, it was late on Xbox Live for some reason.
Yeah, it came out on PS3 and PC early. Why? Well, they're thinking because how the Xbox updates their arcade games on there. They don't do it every day. It's like an update every so many couple days, then they update it, and that's why we had to wait.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I finally waited, and I did get it, and I did play it.
And I backseat gamed it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Not like somebody over my shoulder going, do this, do that, do this. I would do this. I wouldn't do that.
Here's what I want to know real quick. Don't just like a one sentence thing. When you watched Jim play it, what did you think? One sentence. No spoilers.
I would make different choices.
What did you think of the actual game, though?
The actual
I thought it
gameplay.
was pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. Just don't want to spoil. It's early. Game just came out. We don't want to spoil nothing. Okay, good, Jim.
Yeah, I started playing it. I mean, you could see the videos mostly, online of the first little 5-minute gameplay or whatever. I mean, they were all over online. It starts off slow, okay, and like they're basing off. It's kind of like Walking Dead, the TV series. You will have these episodes. I think there's like 5 episodes or whatever. So it kind of starts off slow. So you kind of get to, you got to know the people. You meet different people. You get all these names out there and stuff. So it starts off a little slow. There's some good parts in there. Like for now, I mean, there's some life-choosing events that happen and stuff. But now, the teaser of it is after you beat the episode, they give you the preview. They go next time on Walking Dead. They give you a preview of what's to come. So it's like a big teaser. Now the next one looks like there's a lot of stuff going to happen.
Oh, see, I got to go home and play this.
Really
I really got to take a day off and play stuff.
Yeah. Now I'm not spoiling anything because it is common knowledge.
Better not.
Now,
I'll bleep this
what
out.
I do like about this game is you make choices throughout the game and you have to live with it. For example, like it would be as if somebody died. You're stuck with that for the rest of the game.
Yeah. And that's the other thing I kind of like about it. I mean, like Heavy Rain for PS3 is with this one, too. You can go through, make up decisions. You can come back, restart the game, and go through different decisions. Or, like some people will do it, they'll save on different hard drives. So that way you can play one way, play it completely opposite way, another way, so you can see actually what happens. But, like, when I was saying is what choices you make will stick with you in the game. So you remember that because they can either come back and bite you or come back and help you later, even down the episodes. I mean, you could talk about episode 3, something you did in 1 could come back on you in episode 3. So far I'm liking it. I do like the design of it is based off the comic book artist, and it actually I think works for that game. I really do. I like it.
Yeah, I'm definitely want to try that out. I hope I can get 2 hours. It's about 2 hours long, roughly, right?
Yeah, it's about 2 hours. I mean, it depends on what you do and stuff, but yeah, it's about 2 hours. But it is pretty neat. It's a nice concept. I do like.
That's the thing is, like, I read reviews and I was pleasantly surprised because usually, I mean, Telltale.
Yeah.
They usually, they make decent games, but they never reach their pinnacle. It seems like now they're finally hitting it, and they found a really good system there.
Yeah, it works for that game, but. Well, I like to see it different. Sure, who wouldn't like to see their different, how they want to see it? But just because it's more point and click and stuff,
which is
works. It does work for the game.
LucasArts old school,
right? It works for the game, so it's pretty good.
Probably for that type of game because it's really even at least the show is kind of not just about we're going to go around shooting zombies all the time. It's about character development and characters.
Right. I mean, I can see the whole talking to them, and you get so many seconds to answer. So it's like real life decision making.
Right.
I'm not too big on point and click, so I would do it. I don't mind it, but it'd be nice to have that out where, it'd be nice starting out like my version of it would be, you're starting out like back then when it just happened. Use the same beginning, but instead of point and click, I mean, think, hey, you're on your own. You're going through trying to make your way through this town. You collect whatever you got, kind of that stuff. But being that's point and click. Pretty much, you can't interact with everything in the environment.
Well, definitely, like I said,
it's worth.
I think we should all try it out.
It's worth trying. It's a good game. It's worth trying.
That is exactly what brings us into our major topic today: zombies.
Oh my god!
I want to have zombie love.
Brains. Nom nom nom.
There's been like so many like zombie games throughout the years, but like over the past, let's say 6, it seems like zombie saturation, as I'm calling it, has taken over. You have, I don't know, Dawn of the Dead remake, probably 2004. Yeah, Romero was coming out with his zombie movies, and there was all these games, zombie. What do you guys think about all this freaking zombie stuff?
I think people keep buying it. We're loving it. You just might as well keep up with it. Eventually, it'll like phase out.
But that's what I'm wondering.
Again.
I'm wondering, are we getting to that point?
I don't think we're quite there yet. Especially with the Walking Dead TV series going, and people are loving it. It's like, are the Simpsons dead yet?
No, somehow not.
Is South Park dead yet?
That should never die.
No, that's new every time.
But Steve, what is your opinion on zombie saturation?
Zombie.
Just say I'm a zombie. I don't know. I mean, it's part of it's like part of it. Gets pretty overrated. Do I want to say because you find stuff everywhere. Like one of my favorite websites, ThinkGeek.com. I mean, they have everything zombie on there also.
So you just seeing it everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
And it makes me, it just kind of makes me wonder, are we hitting that point? And I'm gonna. What are your thoughts, Jim?
Yay! I think what we're missing big, what nobody said yet, is this year's going to be big with it because this is the year of the zombie apocalypse supposed to happen.
Wait. Who said zombie apocalypse was happening this year?
Who doesn't say it?
I hear end of the world because of the Mayan calendar.
Yes, the Mayan calendar says end of the world, but everybody else, zombie apocalypse. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's like, ooh, big. It's all over. Everybody heard of it, and it's spread everywhere. I mean, you're talking about companies, people, games, movies, books. Everybody's going to feed off of it. So I'm thinking this year is definitely going to be the year of the zombies. You're going to see all kinds of zombie stuff because of this. You know, it's like, ooh, okay, end of the world's supposed to be this in December, and everybody's thinking it's going to be by zombies. That spread like viral. I mean, it's wildfire. So I would imagine you're going to see a big time this year, peak this year, and then afterwards this year, that's when I think it's going to start dying down.
You know what's never going to die down?
Me.
Shaun of the Dead. That was a great movie.
That was awesome. I love that movie.
Okay,
you got a little red on you.
Love that movie.
I will agree with that. Shaun of the Dead. Oh man, just like because it took like if we're gonna talk about this, we're gonna do zombies, and we're just gonna make it funny as hell and just go with it.
Yeah, it was hilarious. If you haven't seen that movie, anybody listening,
oh my God,
must see that movie.
You haven't seen that movie? What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, it's great.
Simon Pegg and what's the other guys? Nick Frost. Is that it? Is that?
I can't think.
I'm not sure his name.
Man, they're just a good combo. Hey guys, you know what it's time for?
What?
Name the game.
Yay!
Name the game is a lovely, fun little game here that we play where we like to get the audience involved and we like to make them guess stuff. Sometimes we should do this. We should make it really difficult. We should just make them go in a maze in a circle.
There you go.
I don't know why. Now,
like a taco.
Last week we had a winner.
Yes, we did.
And Jim can explain more.
Maybe I could.
Maybe you could.
Maybe I should.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Maybe you're right.
Maybe I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
All right. Well, last week's Name the Game. What was Name the Game? Oh, yeah. I picked a game. Oh, yeah, it was Mega Man.
It was Mega Man.
It was Mega Man. And one person, which, strongly, they guessed a lot. And they did get it.
He gave it a good shot.
He gave it a good shot. And I just said, well, hey, last hint should give it away. And the bad part is he knew it. And they thought about it, but they were kind of holding it back until they got the last clue and he got it. But his name is, I hope I pronounced this correctly, Argon Besher. But we just call him Argon in the chat room.
Go Argon!
You got it right.
You got it right.
The only one who got it right.
The only one that got it right.
Yes.
We can't.
Virtual hug and high five.
Daddy Darkwind's been banned.
So that's cool. Argon. You rolled, man. You got Mega Man. Nobody else got it, surprisingly.
I know.
That was not a bad. That was a pretty good. I thought the questions were very good and fair. Yeah. That song should have gave it away too.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised.
I wasn't gonna pick the main theme, but
yeah, he got it. So yay!
So go Argon. Oh, Argon. Sorry, I'm so off today. Steve or Gwen, give Argon a yay.
Yay!
Stevie, bless Argon.
You are blessed.
Yay!
You're so blessed.
Ultimate.
But now
Good
it is
job.
time for this week's Name the Game.
Dum, dum, dum.
Your first hint is created by Squaresoft in the 90s. This game was a bit of a different approach from Square's usual RPG offerings. If you can guess that, send us a whisper in the chat room. We need the whisper.
Yeah.
To say it in the public,
Whisper.
we're just going to like not be happy. We're going to cry. I'm going to cry.
Yeah. It's
In
like
fact, you
epic
don't want me to
fail
cry.
if
So I
you-
cry? I'll be, oh, you don't want to deal with
Yeah,
that.
we don't want to make them cry.
Because Jim and Gwen and Steve will have to deal with it too.
Yeah, we don't want to.
I'll be sitting in a corner. It's not going to be good. So, I'll give you that again. Created by Squaresoft in the 90s, this game was a bit of a different approach from Square's usual RPG offerings. Get it? Whisper it to us. Thank you. But with zombie stuff and our oversaturating thoughts of oversaturation, let's take a look at some zombie games.
Zombie.
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 No, I was just intro to put the Cranberries song Zombie in here. What's in your head? I'm not going to go in any order. Actually, let's go in a little bit of an order here. Let's discuss the first zombie game ever made. What is going on? A zombie. There's a zombie on the computer screen. Hey, zombie. The first zombie game, at least through my quick 2 minutes of research, was called Zombie for the ZX Spectrum.
Oh God.
From like
I YouTubed that.
From like 1982, I believe. It's too hard for me to look this
Okay, that
up.
explains it. I'm like, what?
What did the
Before my time.
YouTube show you?
It showed me that I know I could not sit there and play that game. But
I
it's-
didn't really get to
no,
look at
okay,
it.
well, since I
Hey,
guess
buddy.
I'm the only one who did. The YouTube that guy brought up showing it was on, like he brought up a Pi emulator through the computer. And it's weird because they try to make it more as 3D as they can. So you're talking about more blocks being stacked certain ways to make it more like 3D halls and stuff. But it almost looked like one big square room. Like, I mean, it was pretty big. And you have all these passageways. And I guess you can shoot. But it almost looks like a little puff of smoke will come out of your character. Now we're talking like way back then, graphics. So everything's pixelated, everything's blocks. So you're talking about your block character. And if you walk out of this whole big giant room, it goes to nothing. There's nothing there. But after a couple seconds, boom, these zombie-looking creatures, I guess, looking sort of. They were just kind of like red blocks would come and get you. And while you're in there, there'd be zombies that would chase you too. And I guess you have to shoot them now. He had a heck of a time trying to do it. The controls were a little like, but very rough looking game.
Very rough.
I mean, they
man.
said zombies like one.
Almost
he got
30
killed,
years old.
He got killed once, and they said like something about zombies and humans or something like that. So even back then, I really don't think I could sit there and play that because it just looked really.
It's funny
rough
because,
and they said it was, I guess, hard to play.
As much as I collect like all these consoles and stuff, I've never had a ZX Spectrum. I never touched a ZX Spectrum. I don't even really know what it looks like, to be honest with you.
Me neither. But the game, I mean, I know it's back in the day. It was rough looking. And it's rough to play. I mean, the way it looks is these things come, they're sitting there kind of walking around. And I think they're green or something. But then once you get close to them, they turn red and they zoom right towards you. So, I mean, that had to be a very hard game to play.
Oh, if only we were younger again.
Yes. Young days.
So, like, that was the first zombie game, apparently. And I think it was 1982.
Yeah, I do believe so.
Man. But zombie games have progressed over the years. I mean, but they weren't as... I mean, like, now they're always coming out. Everybody remembers Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Sounds familiar, but I can't think about it.
Steve, you know that, right?
I'm drawing a blank on it.
It was on the Super Nintendo, which is, well...
Is that the one where you, like, had a kind of an aerial view and you, like, can jump on trampolines between the yards?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
No,
it's been a while.
That game, it kind of did a parody of, like, B-movies and everything with zombies. And that was a classic zombie game, man. That was a good zombie game back when zombie wasn't oversaturated. Nobody else played that. I'm surprised. You might remember it.
I remember it, but vaguely.
Surprisingly, it was a LucasArts game. But you know what? That's okay. because there's plenty of zombie games out there everybody has played, such as Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare. Why did they make a spin-off? Because of zombie saturation.
Exactly.
And I did not play Undead Nightmare, so...
I have. I played Red Dead Redemption. Played the hell out of it. Beat it.
That was a great game.
I love that game. I think that was really a good game.
I mean, ADHD Mike at least got 10 hours into it before he stopped.
And that's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's great. Now, I played the whole way through kind of like the Western style, but I did play like a little bit of the Undead part of it. Not much, just a little bit. It's fun. You know, of course, it's zombies. And there is, I think, a multiplayer too you can play with it. And my buddies were playing. I didn't really jump in with them on there. But the whole zombie thing, I mean, I played the game, so I didn't play too much of zombies. I already beat the game, so I really didn't much be about playing it too much. But I mean, it's fun.
You know what was in there?
Zombies.
Sasquatch
was in there. I met Sasquatch in there. I played that mission, but yeah, I mean, it was a good game.
And you know what? We can also take honorable mentions. Remember, everybody, the Flood from Halo. Pretty much zombie creatures. Everybody hated them.
I hated the Flood.
I hated the Flood.
They technically they're technically classified as a zombie just because they're just like they're taken over by whatever. So yeah, they're technically called zombies. They're not called zombies, but you can
stupid Flood.
You can technically put them in that category because they were whatever. And Steve, tell us about the Flood. Just tell us how much you hate the Flood.
I despise them. I hate them with, as somebody used to always say, the fiery passion of 1,000 suns.
Which is, funny though, because they know that they hated that section, yet the Bungie kept putting them in.
Yeah, them things. Oh god! Later, I found out the best thing for them is a freaking shotgun. Just run up to them and give them a blast. Point.
Yeah, I mean that's the best one for the big ones. But then you got those big balloon thingies that just blow up and turn into a bunch of the little bitty ones. And
yeah, I try to either avoid them.
Then you sit there, waste all your ammo and your assault rifle trying to pick them off like small bursts, pick them off here and there.
Yeah, usually I'll blow one of them up. Shoot them, they'll puff. All those little things come out. I usually try just melee them. But then, once while you get in there, remember, you almost get like a flood of them things coming after you, and you're like, oh, God. You're sitting there throwing all your grenades and everything you can. I wasted a lot of ammo.
Yeah, I freaking hate them. I don't know. I hope they're not in the new one. Steve, you might remember this day, or the days of the Dreamcast with you. You were stopping over a lot. There was a game called D2, the survival horror game. Do you recall it at all, mate?
D2?
It was just like, the letter D2. Like it was a sequel, I guess, obviously.
You might have to explain it to me a little bit.
You played the character Laura Parton, and she survived the plane crash in the wilds of Canada only to find other passengers on the plane are being transformed into zombie plant hybrids. It was like a third-person view, I believe, and like you walked around and did stuff, but it's been a long time. But it was actually freaky. I actually recorded that game back in the day because it freaked me out so bad because they had actually censored it for the US a bit because let's just say woman between legs, stuff coming out. like
wow.
Plant stuff coming out. I believe that's what because I remember they censored it. Or certain scenes were really bad. But it was, what do you think about zombie plant hybrids? Plant zombies taking over people.
I would actually like to have one in my house. I can have like
Venus
little
flytraps come to life.
Yeah, exactly. I keep it in a little pot and be like, it's my zombie plant.
Zombie plant.
Zombie plant.
When would you own a zombie plant?
No.
I would.
What would you own then?
I don't really think I'd want a zombie anything.
What about like in that old movie? Was it Day of the Dead, where like the one guy had a zombie and he was caring for it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want a pet zombie.
Pet zombie?
Or like Shaun of the Dead, when his buddy
turned,
he
put
kept him in
the
there.
shed.
Yeah, kept him in the shed so he keeps playing games.
So you'll take a dwarf, but you won't take a zombie.
That basically sums it up.
Steve, would you have a zombie plant?
Yes.
Yes. Steve's on
Steve
board.
would feed it hardcore things, I know.
I would feed it Bigfoot.
Nice.
But then we can move on to our next game, just because it's a plant hybrid, and this is now making me wonder if they got this idea from there. Plants vs. Zombies.
I love Plants vs. Zombies.
Very popular.
Never played it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about it. Wow, never tried it?
Nope.
I am taking... man. I don't blame you. I'm just sitting here going, wow, what? Because I think it sounds like because like you're an app person. It's on the phones. I figure you would have tried.
It's not free though.
It's not.
No.
I don't pay attention. No, yeah. Wait, I got it somehow. I think it was free on Amazon App Store actually one day.
Probably on there it was. Like I know, like I played demos of it, and I've been looking for it like on apps, and it didn't come out for a while. And then I think they did come out, and I think it was paid app. Now I can't tell you if it's free or not because I see other places I'll play the demo and they still want you to pay for it. So I don't know if it's actually completely free, but I mean I like it. It's a nice little game to play.
I know I played it, didn't try it a lot, but what do you mean? You just put your plants down strategically, kill the zombies that are coming.
You have all kind of different plants, and then like you get your sun so you can build points. Then, like sunflowers drop your drop more sun, so you get points to put more stuff down. They go from night to day, and then there's pawns. And I said I didn't play the whole way through, so I can't tell you exactly all it is. But yeah, we'll put up plants, different kinds. Some are just pea shooters to shoot one, some will multiple shoot. There's freeze, and there's like potatoes in there and rocks. There's all kind of different stuff in there, so it makes it neat because you'll get more plants later, and there's a lot of plants. So you can only pick like maybe 7 at a time.
You know what I think is a good question to ask since we're talking about zombies. I know we're kind of going a little bit off subject here. What would you do if your family member became a zombie?
Who?
Anybody. You go first. What would you do if, say, your mom, me, and Jim, and your dad all became zombies?
See ya.
You would kill us?
You're going to try to kill me.
What would you do? Would you actually be able to kill me?
Jim, I might keep Jim alive because he'll tell me secrets.
I would just shoot him.
Why? Yeah, because I'm not really alive.
Yeah, they're not alive. They're already died. They're not coming back in like zombie perspective of what. Yeah, if there was a chance of them coming back, like okay, hey, there's possible, like they say, there's possible chance we could fix this and revert it. You would
take the risk of keeping the person around.
I would
I would knock out, tie out, blah blah blah, because it's my family. But if there was no choice, I would shoot him just because there's no way to.
If there was the possibility, I'd just go Herschel farm on this stuff and put him in a barn.
There you go, exactly.
Steve, what would you do? That's a good question, Glenn.
Which family member?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pick your favorite family member, okay? I'm not going to ask you to say that. And would you keep them alive or would you kill them?
That's really a hard decision. Can I make like a terrarium type thing?
A what?
Like a fish tank?
Yeah.
Well, sure, you can do whatever you want.
Sure, I will put them in a big aquarium and feed them people I don't like.
There you go.
Steve, would you put me... Steve, if I were a zombie, would you totally, like, just kill me, or what would you do to... What would you do to poor zombie Mike? Ooh, here's a good game.
I would chain you up and we would play video games together, like at the...
You know what?
Nice.
We're going to be brothers forever. I just want to play Bro Him right now from Pennywise. Okay, I'm going to take that question and direct it towards Jim. If I were a zombie, I know we kind of just went over this, but if I were a zombie, what would you do?
Shoot him.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I could die.
I said unless there was, I said there was a cure. Like they're saying, oh, this could be a cure. Like if it wasn't like Walking Dead where your flesh was all mounting off. If that was the case.
Well, would you want to be shot? Would you want to be, Jim?
Would I want to be shot?
Yeah, what if I turn into a zombie?
Dude, don't matter to me. I ain't gonna know.
You ain't gonna know. But what if I was like, hey, what if I could, because I'm pretty cool.
Don't shoot me.
If I was pretty cool and I was like, Jim, I'm still here, but I'm losing weight. I'm losing zombie weight because my flesh is falling off. I'm skin and bones.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool. Now, here, Gwen, what would you do if Jim was a zombie?
If Jim was a zombie, because there's no brain activity, I would kill him.
Is there brain activity currently?
Now, I could not do it to a child. That's my problem area. Oh. I could not physically actually pull that trigger on a child.
I'd get children first.
Even knowing they're brain dead.
I wouldn't hesitate.
Because they probably have like more strength. I don't know.
It's just because the fact is that they're done, they're gone, they're not there, that's not them. I know it looks like a child. But in turns,
I know. I think in a spot it's harder. But if I were to, I think in a spot it is harder. Yeah. But I would have not much hesitation.
No.
Anything.
I wouldn't really think about it.
But it is hard.
Shoot.
Now, Gwen, what would you do if Steve was a zombie?
I could kill the adults.
So is that your way of saying, Steve, I'm going to kill you?
Now, if it was like Hayden, I couldn't do it.
I'm not going to go into that. Okay. Steve, would you kill Gwen?
Well, if she's going to off me, I'll off her.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
It's cool.
I keep Steve as pet. I'd keep Steve like a pet.
I would keep Steve like a pet.
Yeah, I'd have to do the same thing he would do to Mike. I'd be like, I'd tie you both up and give you guys controllers. I'd be like, come on, let's play.
Like,
You can be my friends forever.
Yeah, just keep pushing buttons. Just hit him.
Yeah,
mash
just
him.
hit him.
Mash.
Just don't bite me. Guys, you need to swear to me right now when you turn to zombies you won't bite me.
I just swore to you.
Okay. That's not nice.
You said swear to you.
You shouldn't do that.
I know.
You're dead. I'm going to
dead.
shoot you.
He's going to shoot me now.
I won't shoot Steve, though. I'll keep Steve.
That was a good one. Still haven't figured out the answer to name the game? That's alright, because we here at Slap My Joystick. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Gwen.
Hi.
Hi, Steve.
Ooh.
Steve is going to actually sing the theme song for us.
Really?
No.
Oh. We're like, huh?
For the second hint.
What?
Yeah. The second hint, we are going to give a piece of music, maybe a 5 seconds or so clip. So here it goes. And if you can guess that, whisper to us.
Whisper.
Whisper. Secrets.
Yeah.
The Game Whisper.
Guess it, and we will get you you get an end on the next show.
Yepper.
And blessed by Stevie Christ.
Oh, yes. Which is a privilege.
But let's get into something that really, I think, popularized the zombie stuff in video games. Yes, there's been games going
Like
back.
Resident Evil?
Like Resident Evil. The Resident Evil franchise has been around since like 1994, I believe. 1994, 1996. Yeah, 1996. Everybody knows Resident Evil. I don't have to explain the games. There's like Resident Evil 1, 2, 3. Then you have the like other ones, the offshoots. Then you have Code Veronica, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6 coming out later this year. You have all the other stuff. What do you think about the popularity of Resident Evil and how it did it? Do you think it changed or brought zombies very mainstream into the video game business?
Well, I don't know. I never played the first one, and I know ADHD Mike has, but I never played it, and he said it was really hard, and I wish I would have liked to got to play it. But I have played a lot of them. I do like the Resident Evil series a lot. Now, for that, I don't know. I don't think it brought like more into it. I think the popularity of it might have. You know, other companies like, oh man, look at this. So let's make some zombie games. I don't know. I could see the movies.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say it's the external media outside of gaming that brought it to the gaming. That's what made everybody so excited about it. Because most of the big zombie peoples are not just gamers. If you actually like look at the group as a whole, it's all over the media.
It's everywhere.
Exactly. And I really think it was the external. I think it was the TV shows, the movies. That's what brought it in and got everybody excited about it. And, of course, it just transferred over into the gaming industry.
Yeah, because, Resident Evil started, I can't remember the company did it, but they started, of course, that they made it's big. So, of course, they're going to keep making it. The other ones, I don't think they thought, like you said, I don't think it was like, ooh, look at Resident Evil, make this money, blah, blah, let's do it. I think it's just from that, plus, like, all the other stuff. Movies, advertisements, zombie apocalypse supposed to happen this year. I think just all that's, making these games like, hey, you know what, why not? Steve, what do you think about Resident Evil?
Resident Evil, I work for Umbrella Corporation.
You would.
Hey, I have the patch on my jacket.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. You do have the patch.
That is true. That jacket I want to steal someday.
Yes.
I'll drive down there, and I'll just take his jacket and leave.
And then he'll say, oh, look, a zombie, pow.
I will wear nothing but the jacket, and we'll see you steal it.
There you go. I like to see that. I would steal it, just saying. But do you think, Steve, that with Resident Evil, they just started, a lot earlier, made it big. Do you think that they have a big impact of these other games making zombie type
I
games.
don't know if it. I mean, I'm sure it helped, but there wasn't only Resident Evil. I mean, there was how many? I mean, there was was it House of the Dead?
No, I'm not
There's one that was kind of. You remember the games where you like actually have the pistol, and you get the zombies and monsters come out. You have to shoot them, and then it automatically runs to the next section. And then they come out from everywhere. You have to shoot them again.
Yeah,
I mean, you had all those kind of games back then too. So I'm sure it's like a combination of a whole lot of stuff.
I agree. I mean, it's.
I can't remember the name of the movies though.
Yeah,
I can't
remember. That might be. I think that is House of the Dead.
House of the Dead.
Yeah, I would say it's not like just Resident Evil. I think it's everything that's making all these other things come out.
But speaking of House of the Dead, Steve, or who was talking about that?
Yes, I was.
Now, that was a great light shooting.
Why weren't you here?
I was currently busy. I had to use the little boy's room. House of the Dead. I thought, like, the first... Well, they were all actually not too bad. You know, a light shooting game. Shoot the zombies, whatever creatures, demons. Very good.
Was that an arcade game, though?
Yes, it was.
Okay, then that is what you're talking about, Steve. I thought it was House of the Dead, but I couldn't remember.
But they made a bunch of them, you know, like, there was a Dreamcast. They brought it to Dreamcast, and they had, like, the Grindhouse version on the Wii a couple years ago. There was also Typing of the Dead. Does anybody remember that?
Typing of the Dead?
It's the same thing as House of the Dead. You don't use a light gun. It was for the computers only, of course. What you did was it taught you to type. You had to type out a word to kill the zombie real quick.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like you're shooting them.
I never played it, but I do recall that.
It was an ingenious way of like, teaching people to
See,
type.
that's what I need. I've been wanting to find stuff like that to like teach the kids how to type.
You know what, dude? I don't know. I mean, you can probably still find it. Actually, it says it's on. It says it's on Dreamcast and Windows.
It's got to be somewhere.
So if you can find it, that's actually pretty cool. But I mean, it might be.
If you find it, send me the link.
I like how you talk like around the mic when you talk to Steve.
I know, because I look at his face. He doesn't know I'm looking at his face. But every time I talk to Steve, I like have to see it.
But here's the thing: with that game, do you think that might be like too scary for them at this age?
Again, I mean, I'd have to see it to actually see how graphic it actually was.
Right. I don't remember. I do.
It's kind of.
Oh, I remember. Maybe I did play it. I don't know. That's so long ago. So long ago.
So another random thing from GWOW.
GWOW.
I was thinking yesterday, and I have random thoughts all the time.
Oh,
and
that's why the fire alarms are going off.
Exactly.
Non-stop.
And I had this like realization: if there was ever a zombie apocalypse and like it was real bad everywhere, I would want to be in prison at a high, like one of those like, you know, high risk ones or whatever, where there's like a ton of guards and like the walls like super high and everything else like that. Is because it's going to be the felons and the hicks that are going to survive. That's my theory. And I say that specifically to Ronnie.
Oh, yeah, that's where I'm going if that happens. Running over there. But, I mean, yeah, like, high security prison would be a good place to start, but the problem
is... Until
all
your guards turn into zombies.
Yeah, either the guards are going to leave and you're stuck there and you're going to slowly
Military
die.
base, too.
Well, if they do let you out and you decide to stay there, well, you're good until the zombies happen to make it in there, and then you're just screwed because there's nowhere you're going to go.
So I'm going to name some games here. People just tell me if you heard of them, played them, or not. And then we'll go into other fun stuff. Fun stuff. I feel like I'm going to pass out. I think my drink was spiked.
GWOW.
GWOW. Terrible
I wasn't even there.
Stubbs the Zombie.
Nope.
Steve will remember this one.
Did you play with Stubbs?
It's a...
Let's say it sounds familiar.
You'll remember, I think it was on the Xbox and probably a PlayStation 2. No, just the Xbox and Xbox 360. And you played as like a weird, like, as a zombie. You were the zombie and you were running around like blah. And it was kind of a comedy. It was from the maker or a maker of Halo. But I can't really detail it too well because I can't remember too much.
Okay, I just looked it up. I remember seeing the game, but I've never actually played it.
It wasn't too bad. I know that's cool. Nobody really got into it, but it was one of those related to the radar. Go ahead.
It doesn't have anything to do with zombies, but you know which one I liked? What was the one with the alien?
I know exactly what you're talking about. And I can't remember because that's actually a good question because I keep wondering if we're moving into aliens now, but because well, no, that game. Wow, you played as that little alien, right?
Yeah, and you fly around. You can like pick up cows and.
What game is it?
Can't think of the name. But you like he said, you play as a little alien.
I never played it. I remember seeing. I wanted to play it.
You have like missions that you had to do or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe sometime we'll have a discussion about aliens and we'll figure it out by then.
Exactly.
There was also recently Rise of Nightmares, yeah, on Xbox 360 for Kinect. Anybody try it?
No, because I don't have a Kinect power cord no more.
I sold that off.
Yeah, so
I
don't.
Stole it. Snatched it. Snatched it.
I don't have it because there's a lot on there for demo. You can download and play. And might have been one on there, but no, I haven't played it.
Okay, Left 4 Dead series. Very classic. Very good zombie game.
I know. I don't know. I think I might have tried it, but I didn't get into it.
Steve, did you try that one out? Left 4 Dead? Any of them?
No, I haven't.
They're actually really good. They're made by Valve, actually, who makes Portal and all that. Pretty much run a group of 4 people when you're trying to like get through all this zombie outbreak and stuff. And it was actually very, very good games actually. Gwen, you didn't play, did you?
Negatory.
Okay, anybody play any of the Evil Deads?
No.
Yeah.
I played a lot of them.
Because they were hard, but technically they're deadites, demon zombies.
Right. You played the first one, right?
I think it was Fistful Boomstick or something. Yeah, I can't remember.
Because I never played it, and you were saying about, I know you said about you were in the mansion, I think. Is there a mansion? But you said something about it being a really hard game.
Yeah, I just remember Evil Dead, the first one that came out was really difficult.
Yeah, so I never got to play it.
Okay, Dead Island.
Nope.
Recent, 2011. Now I remember seeing, I still have the freaking song from the commercial in my head.
Tickle me
and rub my belly.
I think I think we should look at it more at a different aspect. Instead of it getting oversaturated, it's more about what
that's why
games are going to survive.
That's what I want to get to here in a second. I just want to say, like, look at all these games that are coming out, and who's played them. Okay, you didn't play Dead Island. Did anybody play Dead Space?
No.
Very good horror game.
Man, I'm missing a lot of good games.
It's very good horror game. Not quite zombie, but close enough to like alien zombies almost. Dead Rising.
Wow.
You Capcom, and you would grab pretty much any item and you would just beat the crap out of people. I'm pretty sure you tried Dead Rising 2.
I did try that one.
I was to say that sounded real.
They're like
familiar.
Zombies are everywhere,
yep.
And you just grab whatever, and there's some guys in there. That one, okay, it's all right if you just want to like bash a bunch of zombies. You grab something, you bash, and then of course more bashing you do, the life of your weapon at the time will run out. Blah blah blah. But they're everywhere, and then they don't stop. And
I think they're trying to give a Dawn of the Dead like feel to it.
Yeah, maybe, but I think it could have been a lot like better. As I said, it's oversaturated with zombies for one thing. You're grabbing whatever you can to hit them, and I mean there is some little missions like you save some people, whatever, and missions of their own. But it does make it really hard because I said they're everywhere, and you can kill them and come back and they respawn, so they're always there. I don't really like it. I mean, if you just like bashing things, but you get tired of bashing them because there's so many of them. You bash, and then it becomes just more like, okay, get over here. I gotta go and bash these ones. Then I gotta go bash these ones to get back, and then I go back and bash these, and then it gets old. I think. So I don't know how many people like it. It's fun to bash, but it gets old.
Everybody loves Call of Duty. Well, people like Call of Duty.
I played it.
I like Call of Duty.
Steve likes Call of Duty. Steve's was playing it pretty hardcore there. What about the mini game or whatever you want to call it, extra game? I can't think of the name. The zombie mode.
Oh, zombie mode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that was cool.
Infected.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Infected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was cool, man. Like
I did like that.
Trying to survive. Me and Jamie were playing on split screen. Yes, it is hard.
I was playing with my buddies, and we team up, and then
you're sitting there trying to get a bolt or put the wood back on there.
Yes, and you have to strategize because we got to the point where he took downstairs, I took upstairs, and then we started knowing where they're coming from, so we switch, and then we team up, and then we get certain weapons. He would get this, and then I would go for this, and you have to strategize to get any distance.
Heather's pretty good at that. What she finds these places that you like to hide, and you can't find her at all, and then she'll lay there the entire game, and have people running past her left and right, and they never see her later.
Really?
You know what I can say though?
The way she puts it, she classifies it. It's like a game of hide and go seek.
Yeah, I tried that, and they find me and they kill me.
You know what I've noticed though when it comes to gaming, girls, that tends to be their usual strategic move when it comes to those kind of games. Girls tend to do that quite a bit.
I tried to do
Girls
that.
like to hide.
And
I mean, I'm not
girls like to hide from their beatings.
Like when I played my buddy, he'd die or something. I'm like, oh crap! He's like, they're coming. I'm like, oh no! And I try to hide somewhere, but they always find me, and then they kill me.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like a girl skill, you know.
That's probably not very good skill to admit. We're scared, so we hide.
No skill, not scared.
Scared.
If you're scared,
Scary. I'm scared of spiders. Well, but we also have some games coming out here in the future. Obviously, nobody's played these yet because they're not out yet. But
I have.
I
jumped to the future.
You jumped to the future.
Yes, I did.
With Time Blade.
Yeah, sure.
Lollipop Chainsaw. Wow, Lollipop Chainsaw. I can't talk.
Lollipop, lollipop.
Suck on this. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes. It's like on this boomstick.
An action game with a chainsaw wielding cheerleader who must rid her school of zombies. From Suda 51, I believe.
Zombie version of Buffy?
Yeah, pretty much. That's except it's going to be actually pretty hardcore and violent and bloody and everything.
Oh, I haven't seen nothing about that one.
It's coming out sometime this
I don't
year.
know. Buffy was hot.
Yeah.
True that. Well, Eliza Dushku in there was hot too. But
Oh, yeah. Agreed.
No.
Agreed.
Spike was always the most prettiest.
Yeah.
Spike
was cool.
And we also have The Last of Us from the makers of Uncharted, which is a plot-driven action-adventure game set in a post-apocalyptic world. Humanity has been decimated by a virus. The remaining survivors risk becoming contaminated and controlled by a fungus, turning them into a zombie-like creature. Character development game. You and a younger girl trying to make it through like a sort of an apocalypse. Kind of think of Walking Dead.
See, yeah, that's what I would like to see a game like that. Like that game. God, I can't remember. What's the game we recently talked about before? I'm Alive.
Oh yeah, I'm Alive.
I would like to see that with zombies.
This could be similar. Or this could have the idea, kind of.
That would make me want to play it because that would be almost like a reality of what would happen.
Well, with
zombies.
The folks at Naughty Dog are very good at these games. And it's coming
out
at the end of this year or at the beginning of next year.
Oh, I hate waiting. That one may be interesting. I will look that up and I may get that game because that would be interesting.
I would really say that one's going to go big.
Yeah, because I would
they would put money into it.
Oh yeah, if they do it right, I think it will because that's the kind of game that I would like to see that be a zombie game as you're trying to survive.
Still can't figure it out. Oh man, I guess it's a bit of a hard one, but might not be the most popular of games. Personally, I love it. So your third hint for name the game is mitochondria is the basis of this game.
Come on, hurry up.
We don't know what's going on over there. That's something GUL's up to. I'm glad she's ruining the show. Leave the room.
I'm playing a game.
We're playing name the game. You're playing screw the game. That hint, one more time because I was interrupted, was mitochondria is the basis of this game. Now, you should know what it is.
I know it.
Yep.
I got it on the third one.
So please. Oh, really? You didn't get the first ones?
No, I was like, I know I've seen it before, but I couldn't remember it.
Because secretly there was no music there's no music included until afterwards.
Yes, I did not get it on the second one.
So, yes, if you have that hint now and it works for you,
just let us know in the chat room. Send us a whisper.
And you will be named and blessed. And it's a privilege because we're so amazing creatures when we're actually awake and not sleeping while we're doing this. Now we're going to stop talking about games here for maybe for the rest of the show. I don't know. Whatever. Right?
Right.
Go with the flow.
Zombie apocalypse, Jim. What would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about this
yet.
Well,
technically, I don't know. We'll see what happens because either I'm going to run to any store and pick up any bullets, ammo, weapons, whatever I could get and get over to my buddy Ronnie's house because I know he's got a lot of guns and it will help. Or I'll be fishing at Keystone.
Yeah, okay. Steve, what would you do? Zombie apocalypse happening.
Well, first, I'd have to work on my cardio.
Yeah. I am there, buddy, with you. I really with you.
Always remember, go for the double tap.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, Zombieland, he's bringing it in here, yeah.
Yes, he is.
That's a great movie. Zombieland, man. Get a you got to have Bill Murray watch Ghostbusters and eat a Twinkie. Just want your Twinkies, man. Gwen, what would you do in the zombie apocalypse?
Well, you brought up a good point. I'd grab as many Twinkies and canned food as possible. I would, first thing that happens, an apocalypse happens, is you get out there and you loot with everybody else, because once those products are gone, they're gone.
True.
So I'd go out there, I'd get all my stuff, I would board myself up hardcore. I'd wait it out for so long, and then I'd try to strategically move myself out of the area to relocate to a better and safer environment where I could actually try to survive till it's over.
You know what I would do?
She said the skill of the woman. To hide.
Which
is good.
I think what I would do is kind of following her a little bit. Go and get what I can in supplies. Shove it in the house. I'm just going to go on a roof.
I know. I thought
what are they going to do? They're not going to get on the roof.
Yeah.
Then as soon as I need more supplies, I just hurry and jump down in the house and grab them.
No. Sorry, I will call an error on this. Because what happens is if they see you, they all hoard. And you get too many of them all pushing in on this house, eventually you're going to have a problem.
No, I don't think.
No.
I don't think it'll take down the house. But like you said, though, they will hoard the house. Then in there, I was thinking of saving my parents. I was get up there. I thought of that too. It'd be, I'll just go up on the roof.
Building a toilet.
They'd all come. They couldn't get up there. But if they started hoarding,
the wait out game.
I would go down on the other side because they have a patio, like a deck on the other side with a flat roof.
They will not see you.
No, right. I would lay down there, spend one night there, wake up in the morning. Most of the time, they'll probably be gone.
And it's not hard to jump down.
Maybe. Right.
And you have escape plans. Let's take the Facebook here. Go ahead. Wait, Steve, go ahead.
I would say that's why Rule 15, know your way out.
That's right.
Yeah.
But let's take the Facebook here. We asked the question out on Facebook. Got some responses. So let's start off here with, they're coming to get you, Barbara. Barbara says, play Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Who needs to take care of those zombies? Just
exactly.
Do it. Brian says, I'm going to bust out the trusty 270.
Oh, yeah. Good gun.
Now, I don't know guns well, so Jim, somebody explain it to me.
That one's a good varmint/deer rifle. I mean, it's an all-powerful gun. I mean, you're going to do some damage with it.
Cool. Haven says, buy a helmet.
Haven.
She must just be going to beat him, headbutt everybody.
There you go.
Good job. That's good.
That's interesting.
Ryan says, I got lots of ammo.
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
boom,
he does.
Boom. Nick says, I'm going to buy a good spork.
You can't go wrong with a spork.
He's just going to survive with a spork.
Yes. You can never go wrong with a spork.
Nope, you're going to have the best of both worlds.
That's right.
Mike, ADHD Mike, said, I would throw Gwen out with them because she probably is looking like a zombie right about now. Frank says, visit Ronnie, hee hee ha ha.
Heck yeah.
Ronnie, I don't even comment and I'm being involved. Geez, all I got to say, bring them on.
He's ready. That guy will be ready.
Jim, I would most likely go to Ronnie's LOL after I stop and pick up every weapon and ammo I could find. LOL. Jim.
Yes,
our own Jim, I should say.
Yes, that would be me. I would pick up everything and then go to Ronnie's. If I wasn't fishing at Keystone.
This would be a time to get the old school armor out because they can't bite through it because it's human teeth. We know exactly what they can't do, what they cannot do. And just get out there with a sword because, sound makes them come closer and just start hacking at them.
Well, Gwen will be dead in an hour.
Matt, go fishing at Keystone.
That's right. Go fishing at Keystone.
I'm
him
sorry.
Would be there on a canoe in the middle of the lake while zombies are surrounding us fishing.
I would about laughed when I saw that because it was just so casually, just gonna go fishing in Keystone.
Yeah,
who cares?
Call it a day, There's a story behind that real quick is because we were fishing there and we call each year different years. One we're fishing in a blizzard of 2012 and then we're in the tornadoes of 2011 where we were at fishing Keystone. So when the zombie apocalypse of 2012 comes, where will we be at? Fishing Keystone.
Fishing Keystone. Melissa says, I would run outside and start screaming. My high-pitched voice would kill them all. LOL. I can attest to this. She sounds like a banshee.
That's what I hear.
So, yes, I think maybe being around Missy is the best idea.
Well, your head will probably explode.
Yes, you would definitely need some kind of good earmuffs. Yes. So thank you for the Facebook responses. They were quite well. We
much appreciated.
Appreciate that, and you should always check that out for us posting about that.
Yeah, we always usually post something, so head over to Facebook, check on Slap My Joystick or Bite This, because usually we post on there, so watch them.
And I believe Jim would finally be allowed to buy his zombie bullets.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Because like I said, it's a zombie year, so everybody's jumping in. Same thing with companies, and Hornady has come out with their own ammunition called zombie rounds. They are explosive tipped bullets. They come in many calibers, so you usually go find one that fits your guns, and that'd just be awesome. They have a nice little commercial, which is cool. It's like, don't forget your zombie rounds. I am going to buy some of them. I'm going to buy at least one box just to have it, so sometime I can be like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Zombie rounds. Can't go wrong.
All right, guys, so let's try to send this off here. We discussed it at the beginning about oversaturation of the market. Happens all the time. Final verdict. Is the zombie craze going to end soon? Gwen.
I say it's got at least a year on it.
At least a year?
I say at least a year.
Why?
Just because of how big the craze is. I don't think people are done with it yet.
Which is funny, because I have read a lot of remarks. People were like, oh my god, more zombies. It's kind of like how they used to do World War II shooting games all the time.
I'm not saying they're going to be
games.
into other things, but what they are into...
What do you think is going to be next? They just revolve eventually, and they all die.
I know. Like, I don't know. I don't think, other than the new Twilight coming out eventually, for part 2... I mean, you got the vampires there, but I don't think that's going to come. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe we'll go back to like the whole aliens thing. Like,
that's what I was going to say.
Hardcore.
I'm going with Steve. I'm thinking aliens. Cowboys versus Aliens just recently came out, and it seems like Alien. I know that just one movie, but there's a new Aliens movie coming out, a prequel to Alien. I can't remember the name. It starts with a P. Steve, do you think the zombie craze is going to die soon?
Not really.
No? But you do think that something else is going to take over more?
It'd probably slow down. Something else will pick up. But, I mean, just like everything, it's going to come back around full scale.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Every creature almost kind of does that dead, alive, Nobody cares about it, and everybody comes back to it. Jim?
Well, I would say it will die out here eventually. It's going to be big this year, but I think especially after, because everybody's thinking zombie apocalypse is going to happen in December. Yeah. After that comes and goes, and there's no zombie apocalypse, then I'm going to be thinking either it's going to start dying down or people make up a new date, but I think mostly it's going to start dying down after that. Now, with the movies and everything, they'll give it this year. Again, I said it's going to be big this year. It's going to be peak time this year. After that, it's going to die down. What's next? It's hard to say. UFOs have been done and everything like that with the aliens and stuff. Now, movie stuff will still create some here and there. What I would like to see would be more horror flicks, like more ghost flicks. That's scary. Ghost. Where you keep the light off and the surround system on, it scares the crap out of you.
Oh yeah.
I would like to see that come back.
Jim likes to poop his pants.
Yes, I do when I see dead people.
Remember that time you ran into a wall? A door?
Yes, I do.
All right. So here's my last question for you guys. Do you prefer the classic Romero zombies, like Night of the Living Dead original stuff? Do you prefer the running around zombies, like 28 Days Later, where they just run and can do... And I kind of put like the Walking Dead zombies as a hybrid just because they seem to be a little bit more intelligent in a way they do things, kind of. I'm trying to make it as a hybrid because I don't really know. They're different. They seem to be different to me. Which zombies do you prefer?
Me, the 28 Days Later one I don't like because, there's zombies and stuff, the rotten flesh and stuff, muscle. Yeah, I don't think they should be running.
No?
For one thing. No, it just doesn't feel right. It's a zombie, the rotten flesh and stuff.
They're deteriorating all at the same time.
I would go for...
Just like my brain at the moment.
I think The Walking Dead picked them out pretty good.
You think so?
Yeah, like the old ones back in the day, they did them too pretty good, but without the whole new movie makeup and stuff they can do today. But I think they're similar to the Walking Dead ones because Walking Dead, I know you say about them maybe being smart and something different. I think it's just because they're like the Night of the Living Dead zombies, but upgraded nowadays.
Upgraded. No, that makes sense. That's better description that I was trying to get out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I would go for the Walking Dead zombies.
Steve, what kind of zombies would you prefer? Which ones do you like better?
I've only seen Walking Dead once, but I'd have to go for them.
You think they're better than the classics are kind of weird, but you think they're better than like the running kind? The ones that run around and like that?
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
I would definitely have to go with Walking Dead because they They don't just give you zombies. They make it they make sense to it. They actually give them like a character. Even though it's a group, they give them a character. If you make noises, this is going to happen.
But
if you cover yourself in blood, this will happen. And you actually develop them as a character throughout the whole thing. Even though it's a group, they're still developing and you're learning.
True, because they got their sense of smell. That's why you rub the dead on you, they can't smell you.
So you actually learn about them and you figure how they make it through it.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. I like that answer.
Thank you.
Now, that brings up an interesting point before we go here. Do you like the mystery of the zombies just came back from the dead, or do you like the actual science philosophy of a virus?
I would say I like the philosophy of the virus just because it's more real.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
The whole thing,
it could happen.
Moon phase, blah, blah, blah,
it actually literally could happen in a way.
Exactly. That's why I like it's more reality, because that could happen.
Steve.
I'm with Jim.
You like the philosophy, science
Steve.
version?
The philosophy of a virus, because it could happen. But secretly, I'm carrying a virus in me now. So, but shh, don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Oh no! I mean, I got it.
You watch where you spread that to.
Of course, the virus. It makes more logical sense, and when it makes more logical sense, then it feels more real, and it feels more real. Then you actually like get that heart beating. Oh my gosh, don't get caught, and all the other stuff. Like you want it to feel real,
right? That's why I say I agree.
I'm going against the wind here because I love the unknown. I like it when things just don't make sense sometimes because I don't make sense half the time.
Oh my gosh, it drives me crazy in movies. If something doesn't logically add up, I'm like, ah.
I just like when things are like, we don't know why this is happening. We just don't understand it because not everything has an explanation.
Yeah, you could definitely got a good point.
And it's scarier that way.
Yeah, because you're like, well, why? Or what could happen to you?
Yeah.
You know, it gives you that. You know, that I do agree with you. I do like that.
So, yeah, man, that was a good conversation.
Good times, good times.
Good times, guys. And, zombies are cool. But I'm done with them. I'm walking away from them. I'm giving up my zombie fun and I'm walking away. I don't know where I'm going. No, I'm joking.
I'll be back for Walking Dead.
No, yeah, I get it. I obviously can't wait for that. We gotta get going here, though. Time and all that stuff, and I want to go pass out. So, you can find us on Facebook. Just search
just Bite This.
BYT.
Thank you, Lynn. Or, you can also search the show, Slap My Joystick.
You'll get that right someday.
Someday I'm going to get this right. Slap My Joystick. Just go to Facebook, go into search, look up either show.
Like us,
find us, love us. Yay.
And Twitter, some of us, you can find me at ADHD_Mike.
At Guinevere, GUINAVEREEM.
At Pyrotech79, PYROTEKK79.
Yeah.
And just like Zombie, this show made no sense either. But hey, guess what? Your joystick has been slapped.